color, nature, art, architecture, life. Just life. These things really inspire me. I love going for walks. Walking is one of the most simplest yet profound activity you can do for your body. When I walk, I clear my head. I'm aware of my surroundings. I tend to take in everything around me. The details of the walk begin to vie for my attention. The author Julia Cameron, who wrote The Artist's Way, mentioned that we carry wisdom in our bodies. We carry memories, and we carry too the medicine for what ails us. We can walk our way to sanity. We can walk our way to clarity. Baffled and confused, we can walk our way to knowing the next right step. In difficult times, many of us intuitively start walking. We may walk our way through a divorce, a breakup, or a job change. We may walk our way out of one identity into another, newer and better suited for us. Answers come to us while we walk. Sometimes the answers come to us before the questions. We just get an itch to start walking, and when we do, we then begin to get a sense of why. I've been staring at this bookshelf, which really needed some organization. Books are dear friends to me. I love a good book. I'm an avid reader and started reading really at a very young age. Words fascinate me. How they're used, how they sound, how they make you feel. Books have made me dream, imagine, create, rationalize, and even see things in a whole different perspective. Over the years, I've collected books on fashion, cooking, sports, business, art, writing, and anything under the sun that has piqued my curiosity. We live in a time where we are constantly bombarded by images. I do that too. I'm always sometimes doom scrolling on the internet, with our social media apps. But what reading does, reading allows me to take a step back, be present, and ponder on what I'm reading. There's something beautiful about that. Rick Rubin's The Creative Act, A Way of Being has been my go-to book since getting it last year. It's full of gems for anyone interested in the creative life, creativity, or anything along those lines. I read it with a highlighter, knowing very well I'll go back to reference it. Some words need highlighting. One of my favorite quotes from the book goes like this: living life as an artist is a practice. You're either engaging in the practice or you're not. It makes no sense to say you're good at it. It's like saying, I'm not good at being a monk. You're either living as a monk or you're not. We tend to think of artists' work as the output. The real work of the artist is a way of being in the world. In October of 2012, I started a lifestyle blog called Anneconventional. It became our journal where I shared stories, the outfits, and inspiration through my lens, or perhaps how I interpreted it. I stopped writing around 2022 when I decided to focus on my studies at the Fashion Institute of Technology in Chelsea. FIT was my dream school, and I was so happy to be there learning. I did graduate last year, so I can say graduating class of 2024. These are my extremely dried out gouache tubes that do need work. However, before the blog and the fashion, there was art. It's how I got into fashion in the first place. Painting, sketching, drawing. Charcoal. This is what it does. This is one of my favorite guys right here. Feels so good. On paper, it has its own feel and vibe, and I've been reconnecting with charcoal. I use it to somewhat pregame in a way. This is how I get the party started. The return to art has me frequently visiting museums. It's like time traveling to a different time, seeing which materials the artists used, their style. I'm always inspired being in those spaces. And for right now, I believe it's the only space I want to be in where I can learn and study and pick up a few things. There's some key elements that have shaped my creative journey. They include line, shape, value, form, color, pattern, and texture. I love abstract art. It became an escape for me after staring at the computer for hours writing papers and researching projects when I was in school. I love the idea of creating something. It gives me such joy. I want to explore more of this on this channel, bring you along as it unfolds. I'm very excited to see where it's going to go, and I thank you for coming along for the ride.